Well, one town stepped in it one too many times, and the town's fed up. The Long Island village of North Hills voting today on a new law telling pet owners if your dog is done doing its business, they must clean it up. Makes sense if it's on a city sidewalk, right? But this is on their own private property. And if they don't clean it up, they could get slapped with up to a $200 fine for repeat offenses. That's a lot of kibbles and bits. Joining me now, Vera Gibbons, a personal finance expert. Diana Falzone is a Fox 411 contributor. And Rachel Campos Duffy, national spokeswoman for the Libra Initiative, a parenting expert and author of Stay Home, Stay Happy, 10 Secrets to Loving at Home Motherhood. You wear a lot of hats, Rachel. I mean, when you came in today,
I don't have a dog.
I know, and by the way, she has a newborn here as well, so congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
But, right, you don't have a dog.
I don't have a dog, but I have a lot of poop in my life.
All right, well, I'm not going to call out your husband, the congressman, about whether or not he helps with that. I know at my house, I'm the only one picking up the dog poop outside. So, is this a good idea or not that I could be fined if I forget one day?
Exactly. And if I did have a dog, I can be sure that it would be my kids who would be doing it. And of course, you know how that goes with chores. It doesn't get done. And so now I have, not only am I going to be mad at my kids for not doing the chore, but now I'm going to get slapped with the fine. And I just say, it's my property. If my neighbors hate it, we can work it out. We can talk about it. But I just don't think we got to get the government involved in this one.
Vera?
I actually say go ahead and fine people. I mean, it's a small fine for a first offense, a little bit larger for a second offense. But, you know, poop problems are a big problem. It can get into your water, your stream, your drinking water. It can be a big toxin. I mean, if the dog goes around and poops and is sick, and if you go out and play in the backyard, or your kids do, and they come back in, they could get parasites.
So how do you tell? Do you take pictures of the poop on the lawn?
How do we monitor the situation?
Well, you're going to monitor by having a neighborhood watch. So you're going to have that person who's going to be monitoring, seeing, oh, did their dog poop and they didn't clean it up today? And if that happens, are they going to go call the town, and the town's then going to come and enforce it?
Well, that's a great point. So are you in favor of it or not?
I am not really in favor of this because I do think it's a slippery slope of the government infringing on our private property. And once that happens, then what's next? Christmas decorations, I can't keep them up until July.
Right. Well, that would be an eyesore too.
That's right.
Well, of course.
It's the community. I mean, look at what's it going to do to the community?
Well,
if you've got poop all around in everyone's backyard, ugh.
Well, I mean, this is like an episode of Hoarders then. It's an entire crappy situation.
Okay, we get it. We get it. Now, do you think it's different because the two of you, Vera and Diana, are living in New York, and, and I'm living in neighboring Connecticut, but have lived in New York. Rachel, you're in Wisconsin.
I live in rural Wisconsin, and my property is my property, and I don't want my neighbor telling me what I have to do on my property. It's my property. Now, I happen to be a good neighbor, and I like to keep my lawn clean, but again, if I had a dog, I cannot guarantee that I would not have that problem.
Here's my concern about the law or the ordinance, is that what happens when your neighbor's dog comes over and poops in your yard?
That's what
and then I'm going to get the fine, but I really want them to get in trouble, and then what?
This has happened in the streets of New York City. I have a small Maltese, and there was a Great Dane in front of me that did his business, and I had two people who said, are you going to clean that up? I said, it's not my dog. Why would I clean that up? And it was a standoff, and I didn't win that battle.
Speaking of Great Danes, so a friend of mine in L.A. has these huge Great Danes that are out by the pool. They poop all around by the pool. I went to visit, and there are hot spots all over the yard. Grass is burnt out, discolored. It's disgusting.
But here's the deal. It goes from local government. What if it moves to federal government? I mean, this is it's a slippery slope, and I think we just all have a lesson in personal responsibility.
Yes.
And get the government out of our lives.
That's what it goes back to, personal responsibility.
We'll have to see if this flies and how people in this town feel about it. Ladies, great perspectives. Thanks,
Gretchen.
Thank you, Gretchen.